This is for you, Leo. Happy All Hallows Eve. Welcome to the Archangel Masquerade Ball, where we turn the grotesque into the ridiculous. I'm the Archangel A.O.F, sitting in this month to give you a grin. This is a little poem from us to you. It's called All Hallows Eve Taunt. Night's darkness haunts, supermoon promises taunt. Give tomorrow, when all will be done, lingering synthetic sorrow. Avoid my night, live not my day. Resist complaint, complex imaginings, passion, wholly faint. Unto mine own, many desires be sown. Do my eyes see, only for truth, loftier needs be. Skywatchers should look up to the supermoon occurring in the sign of Aries the Ram on the 16th this month. Aries is the natural first house of the zodiac. Stay tuned because next month there's going to be another supermoon event, which will be the closest full moon supermoon occurrence happening this year. The sun travels through the sign of Libra the scales from the 1st to the 21st of the month, influencing Leo in your natural third house of transportation and communication while affecting everyone in their natural seventh house of law and commitment. During this transit, the lion is sure to notice an important distinction between the various types of upscale prospects offered, especially when it comes to structured or legal dealings meant to ensure justice for everyone, with folks who have cultivated improved techniques for generating prosperity in society at large, as well as in communities, families, and nation-states. Any specifics of an individual chart containing alternate progressing zodiac house placements other than a natural chart would provide additional placements, but that would not negate the more general aspects of any personal astrological configuration. Sol ingresses into the sign of Scorpio the Scorpion on the 22nd of the month, affecting Leo specifically in your natural fourth house of home and family. The natural eighth house of Scorpio deals with essential issues such as birth, sex, death, and debt that will place considerations from one's entire family and extended family into mindsets of wanting to make sure everyone is cared for when it comes to these visceral topics. Leo needs to remember that actions always speak louder than words. Nevertheless, the act of speaking specifically chosen words reveals all true objectives. The Archangel of the Sun, who is Michael, commanded by God in Daniel 12:1-3. But at that time shall Michael rise up, the great prince who standeth for the children of thy people, and a time shall come such as never was from the time that nations began, even until that time. And at that time shall thy people be saved, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of those that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some unto life everlasting, and others unto reproach, to see it always. But they that are learned shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that instruct many to justice as stars for all eternity. The sun is known as the attribute of God the Son, found in John 1:4. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. We have an Enochian angel prediction especially for you at the end of this video, so stay right here. Now let's see how your ruling planet of the sun affects you this month, Leo. Your fire guardian Archangel Michael speaks to you from your Leo holy guardian Archangel Virchiel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Leo zodiac angel Virgil, who resides over the lion's fixed fire, and here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. Virgil's love, rapture, and romance transmission. Love and romance are aimed at Leo this month, even though Leo is mostly interested in securing what you already have, because the lion is diligent in building strong fortresses around what is considered worthy. For Virgil's money and wealth transmission, the love of money is the root of all evil and is a powerful, magical talisman. People who rail against the word witch are indeed witches themselves, who are working their magic to subdue everything considered inferior. Remember that what man considers poor, God continuously elevates. Virgil's health and fitness transmission. Leo is doing too much this month, and you want to keep everything in tip-top shape. You must polarize and stick to your routines as much as possible if you want to train your body into ultimate health and fitness. This month's Enochian angel prediction. The path working with an archangel dressed in royal blue and backed by solar fire invokes power and might. This is the meditation you should use this month. A disclaimer is in order here. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. The meditation should focus on light and illumination during the darkness of these times, especially this month, this year, only to increase next year in 2017. You can focus on candles, you can focus on lanterns, any kind of lamp, any kind of illumination will do. But then to inhale from terrestrial earth through the lower chakras, and when you exhale and empty yourself of your ego, you bring in the supermoon energy, allow it to pour into your highest crown chakra during the supermoon. This is easier than allowing some kind of sunlight to come in, which could burn the chakras unless someone has been doing it for a very long time. Do not do that, but allow the celestial fire, which is the starlight and the moonlight, to come in. Even the bigger Little Dipper can be utilized to pour into the crown chakra these more sublime, cooler energies. Remember to chant your divine tone of I will, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of willing, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Leo. For ephemeris information, the calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time respectively. First, we have Eastern Time, Eastern Daylight Time. The full moon on the 16th of October 2016 at 12:22 a.m., 23 degrees Aries, 14 minutes supermoon. The new moon on the 30th of October 2016 at 1:38 p.m., 7 degrees Scorpio, 43 minutes. Now for Greenwich Mean Time, the first new moon is there's two new moons this month if you're using Greenwich Mean Time. So the first one is on the 1st of October 2016 at 12:13 a.m. at 8 degrees Libra, 15 minutes. For the full moon, it's on the 16th of October 2016 at 4:24 a.m. at 23 degrees Aries, 14 minutes. That's the supermoon. For the second new moon this month, if you're using Greenwich Mean Time only, not if you're using Eastern Daylight Time. The new moon, the second new moon, on the 30th of October 2016 at 5:39 p.m. at 7 degrees Scorpio, 44 minutes. Happy All Hallows Eve. Someone you're going to come into contact with this month is a very good speaker. Being polite is probably going to be important this month, because without it, others might not take you seriously and might take offense, and if they take offense, then they might not want to deal with you. So again, watch your manners. Nobody's going to really be passive though. People might even get overly aggressive, because there's going to be a lot of political activism. So you're going to meet people that are trying to think more succinctly, they're trying to be more straightforward, and they're trying to get to what it is exactly you want them to do. So tell people exactly what you want them to do, and then they'll do it. You're going to have to separate the time wasters from the people who are actually wanting to do things correctly. It's sometimes hard to tell the difference between one and the other, but you're going to have to find a way to make that distinction. You don't need to feel that anybody's going over your head. They're not being overly intellectual, nor are they going to someone who has more power, because they don't know anybody who has more power than anybody else. Because they're not going at it from that angle. They're going at it from an emotional, spiritual angle, from the intelligence of the heart, not from some kind of clout that they found somewhere that they thought mattered to someone somewhere at some time. Don't worry about that. That's not what's important. Not this time, not this month. You've seen people that are posers, but not all posers are doing the wrong thing. Because animals take postures and pose when they're either mating, doing a mating dance or mating ritual, or when they're making some kind of statement about saber rattling or war, or something where there's going to be some kind of conflict or fight. That doesn't have to turn out to be horrible, can turn out to be something where it's more like a game where people are going to learn the secrets of gaming, because everything's a game. You just have to understand how you win the game. And you really are going to have to be more outgoing if you want to get anywhere this month. Don't be too impatient. If you're a little more patient and you tell people what you want them to do, don't tell them what you need. No one knows how to deal with that. Just tell them what they're supposed to do. And when they get around to doing it, then they're not time wasters. Because of the supermoon and all of the astrological configurations this time, this month, this year, then you're going to notice that people have more piqued interest and more fear than they usually have. Fear has many applications, as does sorrow or any kind of feeling that is causing you to go into a type of despair. It's called Abaddon, and that's where you just don't care anymore. So you can use all these levels of heaven and hell to your advantage. Even Abaddon in the lowest levels of hell, even these regions that you find during a time of year when All Hallows Eve is celebrated, if you understand that you can use any emotion for your advantage, and if you understand that anything that other people seek to harm others is only because they're frightened, or they're in great despair, or they don't care, because they don't feel that anyone cares for them. It isn't up to any one individual to fix everybody's problems all the time. It's only up to the individual to fix your own problems all the time. That doesn't mean that you don't do what you can to go ahead and assist people when it's easy to do, when it's the right thing to do, and when you know what to do, and when you're qualified. But if those matters are not dealt with, then you really shouldn't get involved. But that doesn't mean that you don't care about anything. You have to know when to do what.